So Project Angel is a two-site expansion of our business in the UK. After the refurbishment of our Arbroath site, which completed last year, we're now in the process of completing an expansion on our Inverness site, which combined will add 79,000 tonnes worth of production capacity, primarily aimed at the distilling industry. Particularly exciting that this malt expansion is happening now, as we're about to commence the 200th anniversary of malt production within Bairds in 2023. Whilst our bicentenary year is an opportunity to look back at our history of 200 years, this investment is an opportunity to look forward to the growth not only of Bairds Malt but also of our local farmers and our suppliers. Making whisky is a long-term investment in a wonderful product, and that's the approach that we have taken to our investments in Scotland with Project Angel.
I am part of the team managing Project Angel here. I am working a coordinator role, so it's helping with the daily management of the construction activities on site and helping to communicate between the various contractors that are working on this project. So I first joined Bairds on a 6-week temporary contract working in the intake lab. From there I was able to join the team in production, and then I got the opportunity to transition into the project management team working on Project Angel.
So not only here at the cairn we see new distilleries, but all over Scotland we see new distilleries being developed and being brought into service. Bairds has recognised that, and in order to support that and to support Scotch whisky going forward, we've made our investment at Arbroath and Inverness, and that will support the growth of both new distilleries like the cairn and also our existing customers who are expanding their facilities to meet the future growth of the markets, both here and abroad.
So here at the cairn we're trying to build a brand for the future. So Gordon MacPhail are investing in their future, and the glass of cairn malt whisky that we're going to have in 12 years time is a long time in the making. So not just that 12 years in the cask, but the time and effort that's put into producing that whisky in the distillery and also prior to that. So the maltster is producing the malt for us. We need to make sure we've got continuity of supply and quality of product coming into us at the distillery, and we really rely heavily on the malting industry for that. On top of that, you've got all the growers, you've got the research that's been done in the lab looking at new varieties to make sure we've got that continual supply going forward for the future. So the whisky industry has been increasing production for a number of years, and in order to support that, it's really important that the maltsters are investing in their process as well. So it's really exciting to see Bairds and Project Angel coming into fruition to ensure we've got security of supply for the future.
We're looking at our whole supply chain from the farm to our customers to make sure we're applying the best available techniques and technologies to minimise that input. On farm we're doing some really good work with our Scott Grain merchanting arm on the types of fertilisers that are being applied and the farm practices that are being used there. And we're also looking at all the other options that might be available to us in terms of the logistics of supply, barley in and malt to the customers. While Project Angel allows us the capacity to meet the projected growth in Scottish whisky, it also allows an opportunity for us to utilise Plant 1 at Inverness in a slightly different way. Plant 1 is our smallest batch processed at Inverness. It takes in 53 tonnes of barley and produces 40 tonnes of malt for each batch. We can do organic, we can do toll malting, and we can do peated at that plant. And many of the new customers are looking to secure these types of specialist malt for their story, for their brand provenance. And we're looking forward to this new opportunity to utilise Plant 1 in this different way to essentially walk that journey with these customers in terms of giving them that bit of differentiation in the malt supply that they enjoy.
One of the most exciting things about our investment here on the Inverness site is the addition of an AMBR RO plant, which will treat effluent from our existing site and our new 57,000 tonne capacity malting site to generate fresh water for the steeping process for our new facility. And that will mean that we don't need to take additional water from the local supply area or create any additional effluent.
So I've really enjoyed it. It's a very complex project. It comes with a lot of challenges. I've learned a lot and I've still got a lot to learn. But luckily I work with a really good team, so we help each other out, making sure that we coordinate activities on site. For example, today we were lifting the final chimney into place on our kiln building. It was a 9.5 ton chimney, so you can imagine all the organising that goes into that, but it's a great reward once you see it get done. As someone who's lived locally all my life, and now as someone who works in the malting industry, it's really exciting to see the amount of work that goes into that final dram. From seeing the farmers work on the fields right by my house to seeing the own expansion projects that a lot of the distilleries around about are going through as well. It's great to be part of that experience and to be supporting it.
It's a long-term game, it's a long-term commitment by the companies involved, and it sustains so many jobs in Scotland. It's really quite remarkable how many people, both directly and indirectly, owe their living to this wonderful drink that we make in this small country tucked away in the north of Europe. It makes me really proud to be part of it, to be honest, and to have contributed a little bit over the years.
The story of Bairds began with two brothers who recognised the importance of high quality malt to the supply chain. It's our hope that our investment in Project Angel continues the same vision of the Bairds brothers, that passionate belief that quality malt plays a key role in the production of the world's best whisky.